Bro, you know what's crazy? We're already halfway through 2024. It's already June. Remember December 2023, at end of last year? You had all these promises that you made to yourself, all of these goals and aspirations. I want to do this, I want to do that. But now when you look back, 6 months went by and nothing happened. Nothing changed. You're living the same life you're living 6 months ago. You haven't worked on yourself. So what happened to all those promises? Every single year, the same thing happens. New year comes around and you tell yourself you want to get better. You tell yourself all of these things, these promises that you make yourself. Why not say something and make a promise to yourself and actually stick to it? Why not actually keep your word for once? And that's the thing. Anyone can dream. Anyone can say they're going to do this. They say they're going to change their life. They say they're going to start exercising. They're going to start their business, their YouTube channel. They're going to start making content, doing what they love, studying hard. Everyone can say these things, but the difference is who can actually follow through? Who can actually follow through the promises that they make? Because here's the reality. In 20 years time, you're going to look back and be like, oh shit, I actually wasted 20 years. When you're 50 years old, you're going to realize that all of this time, since you're 20 years old, you just wasted your health. You didn't take care of your body. You didn't go to the gym. You didn't exercise. You didn't eat healthy. And now your health is actually catching up to you. And you're realizing that it's having effects on your body. So that's the thing. When are you going to learn that these commitments, these promises you make yourself, these are the most important. The most important thing to you is your word. Your word is your bond. When you say something, actually follow through. Otherwise, don't say it in the first place. You just know for a fact that if you say something, you're going to do it. And when you know something is a maybe, you're not going to say it at all. You're just going to keep your mouth shut because you know you can't go back on your word. And that's how important your word is to you. So don't make the same mistake. Stop saying in 6 months time, I'm going to do this. In 7 months time, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to start exercising, start taking my health seriously, start taking my studies, my work seriously. Or if you want the truth, that's never going to happen. Later is never. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. All of those are just excuses, lame excuses that only sound good to yourself. If anybody else told you their excuses, it sounds reasonable when you're saying it in your mind. But when you say it out loud, when you say it to someone else, these excuses are they're just funny. They're excuses. They're lame. They don't make sense. They just make sense to you when you say them in your head. That's why you have to be so real to yourself where there's no bullshit anymore. There's just you and yourself and your mindset and your words. Everything you say comes to life. Everything you say gets manifested. And that's why it's so important to watch everything that comes out of your mouth. If you know for a fact that there's a chance that you might not be able to do this, don't say it. Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk about it. Don't say it. Just keep your mouth shut. If you say something, know for a fact that 100% sure you have to go through with this. You have to do this. We are now in June 2024 and time passes so fast. 6 months passed by without even noticing. At the end of December 2023, you had all of these nice goals and plans and promises to change your life. And then when 2024 came around, you're pushing it off one more week, one more month. Oh, end of January, I'll start. That's a good time. The weather's going to be nice. Oh, February, it's a bit too cold. Let me wait till March or April. And now we're in June, I waited 2 months to start posting content online. Those 2 months would have pushed me ahead 2 months. Trust me, bro, it's all part of the process, but you have to stick to your word. You have to stay true to who you are. There's no more making excuses saying you're going to do it later. 100%. Make the decision right now. You're either going to do it and you're going to talk about it and say you're going to do it and you're actually going to follow through 100% or you're going to die. You either persist, start and continue or you're dead. The only condition that you don't do what you said is that you're dead, that you're decapacitated. You have no ability to move, to speak. Otherwise, if you're alive and well, you're breathing, you can't. You have zero excuse to go back against your word and to not do what you actually said. And that's the whole point. Either do something and follow through all the way, go all in, and the only thing that's going to stop you at that point is death. On the other hand, if you know it's a maybe and you know that you might not be able to go through with this, you don't say anything, you don't speak about it, you just keep it in your mind. You don't tell anyone about it, you just shut your mouth. Those are the two options you have and that's it. That's just making it easy. That's just simplifying the process so that you realize, okay, you either do something or you don't. There is no in between. There's no thinking about it and waiting 6 months. It's just part of the process and you realize that you have to do this. This is exactly what you have to do. Your word is the bond and it's the most important thing. You can't go back against your word. You either say something and you do it or you don't say something and you don't. So I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day. If you like the videos that I make, if you like the way that I speak or whatever you like about my videos, then subscribe. I make videos like these very often, so you're gonna see me a lot. And like I always say, don't forget, become the person who could have saved their younger self. Take care and you got this, bro.